what was the impetus for starting to write new material for this record?
Well, there's been a lot going on in England. I've always got a song on the go, and it's not what you're going to sing about, but there's been so much going on. You know, we've had this ridiculous thing called Brexit in England, and we've got a particularly pernicious right-wing government who brazenly corrupt a lot, and it's in your face all the time. And it's a kind of a way to get it off my chest. You put a song out there and people identify with it, it becomes a bit of a rallying call. So that's kind of what I've done, you know. The album, you don't release an album because you recorded it the day before and wrote all the songs the day before that. It's a bit of a gestation period, and there was lockdown for the best part of 2 years in the way of getting it out. So it's been a long, slow process. And I thought I missed my moment, but I was in New York, not this weekend, just gone the weekend before, to do a session with Clem. And I was going uptown on the Monday to publicise my album with Sirius. I don't know if we're allowed to mention the competition, but that's what I was doing at Rockefeller Plaza, struggling to get a cab. But while I was going up there to help publicise my album, Consequences Coming, meanwhile, coming down Fifth Avenue from Trump Tower was Trump going downtown to get a rain. So maybe I haven't missed a moment.
Oh,
You could write a whole new album here while you're here.
Well, maybe I will. See, the thing when you write songs, you see things, you don't necessarily write them all down and that, but you kind of soak up things almost by osmosis. And when you do go back and write things, you think, oh, yeah, I remember seeing that, or that happened, and it sort of kind of qualifies your thinking somehow.
Percolates.
Yeah.
So did you actually start writing when Brexit became a thing, or after Brexit happened, or when it was
Kind
like
of.
the lead
I
up?
mean, it's been going on for a long time, you know, all the talk about it and the vote for it. And I've always got a tune on the go. Whether it's a fully fledged song at that stage, you don't know. And you sort of pick up little snippets of ideas and a word here or a title there. And it all starts adding up. And then you start writing a song. Then you got to kind of think what you're going on about, you know. So you have a whole period of trying to qualify what the thought is and the message you want to get across. I mean, you know, I'm not a staunch revolutionary or communist, certainly not. But there's certain things that are wrong, and I think it's our duty to try and call them out.
is that where Headed on a Stick came from? Is that was that the first?
You might think that, and you'd be right. You know, I think people who try and hoodwink people, our politicians, I think they should be held to account and made to pay for it somehow. So, figuratively speaking, yes, I would like to see the heads on sticks. In the Middle Ages in England, if the ne'er-do-wells got caught, you would see their heads on sticks outside the Tower of London. There you go. Don't know if I particularly want that. It's probably a bit kind of
Well, we get to
risky
see.
when you're going to buy your tomatoes or your minced beef, but you know what I mean.
I actually thought I'd like to know that was happening, but like back in the day when, you know, there were hangings and, you know, just and there were crowds watching. I don't know that I could ever get out there and watch it, but I like to know it's happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that, but I can never quite understand why people are big on horror movies all the time. You know,
Well,
Agreed.
yeah, it's not really for me.
well, for now, we got a picture of a former head of state in a courthouse staring blankly at the camera. Like that's a shot that's going to last forever.
Yeah, I think so. No, and the same in England with Boris Johnson as well. He's come right and unstuck. So yeah, consequences seem to be coming. I see a little light at the end of the tunnel where people are maybe wising up to what's going on. Yeah.
So the name of the record, Consequences Coming, which is perfect. Did it come to you before, after you'd written all the songs?
Well, it was actually a title track. There's a song called Consequences coming. So, and that's going to be the next single. It's coming out at the end of the month. And
But
yeah, I would
it's
just sort of
apt.
all seem to fit in together. The other alternative title was SOS, which you got to ask me what SOS stands for.
Talking about something that
No.
you nicked.
It's the same old sugar, it's kind of.
Okay.
You can say it. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
I like to get people's imagination.